Hello, living in Boulder vlog. It's like 1:41 p.m. on Saturday, July 31st on 2021. I just got back from my mother's house. I was hanging out there all morning. Cause, here comes the yawns. Ooh, I just had 2 cups of coffee at my mother's house. I was hanging out there because she wanted to be the one who shopped for my bed. So that's fun. And she chose a very good bed. It was only $100 frame and like a $300 mattress. It was like $400. And then I got 1 pair of sheets. So it'll be here in a few days, and then I guess I might buy other things to finish. The rest of it, I have to put the closet door in and the closet shelves, but I don't think I'm going to do that until the bed comes. I'm taking my time. That's kind of how I'm different in my old age. If I was younger, I would have been like, I got to do it all now. But now I'm like, no, dude, I want to ride. So, yeah, and I had 2 cups of coffee there, and she made me an omelet, and had a protein drink before I went there. I think my appetite is slowly starting to creep up, which is good. Yesterday was like was a house maintenance day. Hung out here with the guys, putting my floor in, and then I had to go to the store twice for that because they had the wrong thing and they had to return something at the end. So I got $150 back, returned 2 things. And then I went to my mom's house and I helped her vacuum her whole house and clear her whole floor because she was getting shampooed. And then I hung out with her, so I didn't get back here till late. I went on a bike ride anyway. I can't run because my left calf is still sore. And I don't want to swim because I was a little bit down. Like when I'm low blood sugar, I can swim, I can lift weights, I can run, but I cannot ride. If I'm depressed, I can ride, I can run, I can lift weights, but I can't swim. So it's just different things that I can do based on in the situation that I'm in. And yesterday I was a little bit down in the spirits, so there's no way I was going to do any swimming. I mean, I could swim if I get there, but I can't motivate to go because I'm not like, I guess accustomed to it enough. But I was a little bit bummed just from the calf. So yesterday I did go on a ride, and I was like, where am I going to go? I was going to go ride up Sunshine Canyon, but instead I rode north, and by the time I realized I was going to go to Sunshine, I was like, all right, well, let's just ride around bike paths all over Boulder just to see where the water fountains are, if they work for when I run. It's much easier to run if you're not carrying water with you, so it's better to just run around and know where the water is. But I ended up going up to Boulder Reservoir. Turns out they did, and I talked to the girl up there. It turns out that they do have open water swimming, and not just to the buoys, but they have their triathlon course set up. They're like 2K or whatever, and it's $20 a day or $10 a day if you have the Mint Pass. So I thought their open water swim club. I saw their website. They closed it down because it's too expensive to maintain or something. But you can still go there Tuesdays in the morning at 7. I told my mom I'm going to do that, and she said her friend does that, but that they don't do it anymore because everybody who swims up there is on antibiotics because you're basically swimming in a swamp. You're swimming in a cesspool because it's such a shallow plains reservoir with not much water flow. So, and I'm the kind of swimmer who drinks water as I swim because I'm not an experienced swimmer. You know, like if I swim more than like 7K in the pool, or more than a couple of hours, and I get a bellyache because I think I'm swallowing all the water, so I don't know. But I'm going to try to go out there a little power. The problem is why I can't go out there is because I can't get up in the morning. I'm not a morning person. And I can't be up all night and then go because I don't have the kind of fitness right now. But so, yeah, I just rode out there, and then I was exploring neighborhoods and bike paths and nooks and crannies, and I went over to the McKinsey well. I didn't even know that was the McKinsey well. They had a plaque over it. Because a couple of years ago, I took a photo of it. It's this old pump well. It's right near where I live on the edge of town and from like the 1800s. And I took a photo of it a couple of years ago, and it was the middle of a field. And then they put this new neighborhood there. So it's right next to, it's like, now it's surrounded by all these apartment buildings and a pool next to it, but they kept the well. But they put a plaque, so I got to take pictures and read stuff because I'm Boulder's preeminent historian. Without compare, peerless. Google Earth mainly. And I was going to keep riding around, but then I started getting rained on. So then I came home, and it turned out it wasn't raining. I just got rained on where I was for a little bit. But it was late enough, so I called Kirsten to watch a movie. But we saw the beginnings of 2 movies that I didn't like. So I don't think I'm into movies anymore. I don't watch movies. So I'm not doing any more movies. Done with movies. Kirsten's on her own on that. Saw the beginning of some movie called Gringo, which was stupid as hell because Charlize Theron, even though she's hot, her character in that movie was unbearable. And then there was this other movie we saw after that called The Lighthouse or something. No, about dudes on the lighthouse with Gerard, whatever. And we saw the first part of that, but we lost interest because it was too much violence. And I think I had so we talked for a while, and then I think I had insomnia. I need to figure out how to sleep. I drank a whole bunch of Gatorade for dinner, which is a really bad idea. That'll give you insomnia because it's sugar water. But when I come back and I'm dehydrated, I love drinking Gatorade because I love drinking sugar water. I have a sweet tooth. And I think it's cheap. I got 4+ pound canisters for $9, and one scoop can make 3 glasses. I'm going to calculate how much each one is. It's not that much. So then I got up at I woke up at 10, got up at 10. But, I was up. I wasn't groggy. Then went to my mom's house and hung out there until now. So, as long as I have a few hours a day to ride, I'm good. I don't need to hook myself. But one thing, the other day I slept really well. Actually, the night before last, I was sleeping really deeply. So that's good. When I did my vlog yesterday, though, I actually passed out while I was doing the video. You can see where I almost dropped the phone. It's because I fell asleep while I was doing it. So then I actually took a 2-hour nap or something before I went on my ride. That's why it was so late, and I shouldn't have, but I was just so groggy. I guess I'm groggy because I'm not fit, hoping to get fit. And then I'll stop yawning as soon as I'm fit. The yawning is indicative of how physically fit I am. Meaning to say I'm not physically fit. However, 2 days ago, the last time I went on a ride, it was an afternoon ride. I rode my bike to Jamestown, and I got a goddamn PR from Greenbrier Restaurant to Jamestown. So from Highway 36 to Jamestown, I was a freaking PR. I was a minute and almost 2 minutes faster than my PR. And that included hanging out on the side of the road, fiddling with my Apple Watch for 2 minutes. And I wasn't even trying. I was just chilling. And I thought I was weak as hell. So, but one of the reasons for that is it only registered me going up there twice. And I've been up there a bunch of times. So, but I know one of the rides, because I got all the PRs the other day. It was weird. So I'm 7,000th fastest person in Boulder out of 8,000. Out of 9,000. But I saw one of the roads that I had a PR on was faster than in 2017 when I got my road bike. That bike, my Eddie Merrick's. And so it does record rides from 2017. It just cut a bunch of rides out. It deleted a whole bunch, most of my rides. That's why I'm getting all these PRs. It's crazy. I don't know what the deal is. But another reason that I could have gotten the PR is I may be a little bit more physically fit than I realize. Because earlier this summer I was exercising for a month or trying to. I did take a few days off, but I was trying to and stuff. And so, and also when I went up that other day, it was in the afternoon and it was perfect temperatures. Like I wasn't sweating at all. And I realized that if you're interested in Strava and you want to get PRs, you have to do it when it's cool, when you're not going to sweat, because it takes energy to sweat and it slows you down a lot, especially when it's super hot. If it's super hot day, you can forget about PRs. Maybe even on the downhills too, because your tires slide easier. You don't want to crash, so yeah, like it's perfect temperature now. Like I could probably go up there. In fact, I'm pretty sure, even though my legs are sore, I did like 15 miles yesterday, just chilling, just relaxing. But I could probably get a PR today because it's cool. But so that was weird. And then the other day, when I went up St. Vrain Canyon, I was talking about how I was bonking and I had no energy, and I was like just about to pass out, and so I had to turn around because I couldn't even make it up the hill. That was a PR. It only registered one other time, the crash ride that I did last year. I beat that though by like a minute. So maybe it was hot the other day, or so I think maybe like physically I'm there, but mentally I'm not. Like in the past, I'd get super tired and I'd be like, my ego or whatever, like I'm a cyclist. Even if I'm tired, I keep going. But now, because I've lost my perspective, I'm like, oh my God, I'm tired. Let's go home. So I don't know. But it's true. I have lost my conceptualization. I have to like reprogram how I conceptualize everything and rewire everything, like including my balance and all that. But I mean, my motivation as a level 10, which it's always been. It's just that I cut away level 11, the website. So yeah, all I have to do is go riding. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna head north and go up to, towards Jamestown again today. But I'm just gonna go up and down the canyons here in Boulder. Maybe start up north and just go up and down different things. I kind of wish I had a gravel bike because it would increase my freedom so much. But I could have afforded a gravel bike too if I hadn't blown so much money on my time trial bike and then missed the credit card payments, which costed, I don't even want to say how many thousands of dollars, but it was enough to get a top of the line gravel bike. But and now I'm not going to afford one for years, so I'm like more than 10,000 in debt. But everybody has gravel bikes. Like most of the people have gravel bikes. I went on a ride the other day, and these people passed me while I was fiddling with my Apple Watch, and then I got back on the bike and I was pretty much holding pace with them. So that was pretty cool because they looked fit, but they had gravel bikes. Like everybody's got gravel bikes. It's the most popular bike now. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so today I'm just gonna go. I don't want to go too high in elevation because it's overcast, and I looked in the mountains, it looked like it's even gonna rain. But I looked on my phone, it doesn't say anything about raining, so I'm just gonna go up, not get too high. I don't think I want to bring extra clothes. If I get cold, I get cold, but I need to like recalibrate everything. So I need to figure out what clothes you bring for different temperatures and reaccustom to riding in the rain, which I haven't done forever. And yesterday I was actually reaccustoming riding, just exploration riding, and like stopping, you know? Like I have this, because I've been doing it, I've been riding bikes since I was 10, and I'm usually used to just whenever you just ride as hard as you can the whole time. But so it's kind of hard for me habitually to just take it easy and then stop all the time. And so that's what I was kind of like practicing doing. I was like, you know, like I have it ingrained in my head, you have to come back and go out and come back and no stopping. So yesterday I was like, dude, let's just chill, explore around, do U's if you have to. You know, I was exploring nooks and crannies around here, like alleyways and stuff, just to have options for running around here. And I was stopping a lot, you know, to redo my music. And so, yeah, I even stopped and adjusted my seat level during the ride the other day, which was a good idea. So today I'm just gonna, I have to customize being out on the road, like living on the road, you know, like not not riding too hard and just stopping and fiddling with my music. And so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go up and just go to like Jamestown, then maybe go up to Ward, I don't know, and come back and then go up like Linden and then Sunshine and basically ride until the end of the day. So I come back by like 7 or 8 and don't know how many miles it is, but yesterday my little cruiser ride, an hour and a half, was like 15 miles. It was more than I thought. So that's what it is. It's exciting and fun. Yeah, and my mom, I've been getting along great with my mom for the last few days, so that's cool. We had a little bit of I'm not supposed to talk about my mom, actually. She watches my vlogs every day now. She never used to watch my vlogs, ever. But now she watches them all the time so she can call me out when I talk about her, because I'm supposed to not say anything about her. So I guess that's that with that. Yeah, off on another day's riding. Woohoo! What fun! Probably gonna go get a PR. My cruising wattage when I'm climbing, for some reason, my climbing wattage is way higher than my regular wattage. Like I'm hammering my brains out in the drops at like 180 watts. Like I'm weak. But as soon as I climb, I'm on the top bar. I'm like barely even trying, and I'm going like 200. I'm averaging like 230 watts. So, anyways, that's what my FTP is. It's 230 watts at 190 pounds. I could hold that probably about an hour and a half, and then I would go down to probably like 180 or something. So, yeah, I'd like to. One thing I want to do is once I get fit, I want to try to guess like what strength I was when I was younger and when I was strong when I was younger, just to guess what kind of wattage. But I'm thinking now, my FTP when I was younger, when I was in shape, must have been at least about 350 for an hour. And that's weighing at about 160 pounds. So, but I don't know. It's just a guess. We'll see. So maybe within like 6 months, maybe I could hold a 350 FTP for an hour at maybe 180 pounds. It's going to take me forever to lose weight because, I'm older and my eating habits are good, but I have a lot of muscle that I would have to train my ass off to burn away. Yeah, it's fun. That's what's fun about the vlogs and everything and keeping a website is predicting, you predict what's going to happen in the future, and then you see how accurate you are. And I'm really good at predicting stuff. Like I predicted this summer I wasn't going to lose weight because I was just going to stay steady because I lose fat, but I gain muscle, and I did, staying steady. Oh, and right now I weighed myself the other day. I'm like 190.2 pounds, so something like that. So, but I have a big old belly. I'm a fatty, especially when I run. I feel my belly, and I'm like, oh my God. And I can actually feel the fat. Every time I take a step running, I can feel my butt and my legs, at the top of my legs, just like bouncing, like big old, like balls of lard bouncing up and down. And I never felt that before. So, anyway, what fun. I will talk to you tomorrow.